Hello guys and welcome to a new Call of Duty video of mine. My name is Carl, how the devil are you all? Today I'm bringing you another Call of Duty video with two other beasts.
Hi guys, it's Bendy2.95.
Hello, it's Leyonn.
Yay, finally, we squeezed an intro out of Leyonn. Right, I'll leave it to you to pick up the first topic, Bendy.
Right, yeah, so this is the very first Tricom I think I've done with, well yeah, it must be that I've done with you guys, and today's commentary, we're going to be doing a commentary over a special video, or at least it was a very special video at the time. It was in fact a 200-2 domination gameplay victory, and at the time, well, this is something that we're going to actually cover in the entirety of the video, but at the time this was a world record, and well, there's a few things that we can actually cover, namely the actual record, or what can be regarded as the actual record, how we managed to achieve this, and a recent video which myself and Carl, and I'm hoping that the other members of the team that managed to achieve this feat will be uploading in a later date, but an actual 200-1 gameplay. We're still striving for this, this amazing 200-0 shutout gameplay, which is possible, in it, gents, it's possible.
It's possible on certain maps and that, I guess, yeah.
I can only say it's been possible on Firing Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the rest of the maps that are within the game, it seems like Firing Range is the only map which, given the initial spawn, both A and C side, it's like a parallel sort of view where you can see the other guys like spawn from your spawn, so I don't think it might even be possible on any other map besides Firing Range. It's just, the problem that we were having was basically getting to the other spawn before the other team capped the flags. I mean, from what I believe, Ground War, Firing Range has been included into Ground War, and I don't see it being any easier in Ground War. It all depends on, I don't know if you guys can fill me in on this, but it all depends on whether the actual domination cap speed is any different in Ground War 9-man versus 6-man. Is it the same speed?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't know whether it goes quicker if you've got 9 men on it, or it's just a set time on how many, not players, I guess, but how, like, if it goes at, say if it's 5 seconds for a full team to be on the flag, I'm not sure if it changes if it's 6 or 9 men, if you understand what I'm saying, so
yeah.
I do have to do some research on it and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if this gets broke, because I think at the time, I suppose we can go on to this this next transition in the commentary, but at the time, the only legitimate, and I say legitimate sort of record was a 200-6. I believe it was uploaded by a YouTuber called Sean Plays, 998 or something, and that was on, I believe it was on Overflow, PS3 gameplay. Now there was, and this is something which people have brought up in both myself and Carl's uploads, there is a guy called Wanted Assassin who we believe has uploaded a 200-0, but upon closer inspection, and this is something which myself, Leyonn and Carl, the guys in this commentary, we spent literally hours scanning YouTube for any contenders to the 200-2 title that we got, and this is the only, well, this 200-0, it's an interesting one, because if you look closer, it's something around 0.06 to 0.08 seconds. The screen suddenly goes to them, basically what I'm getting at, I'm rambling on, 20 seconds of that gameplay are just cut out, and you might be thinking, well, that might not be important, but I'm sorry, those 20 seconds are key, because it goes from their team not having the triple cap to suddenly, randomly, having a triple cap. And one of the analogies that I brought to these guys is, that's just like me magically getting the first 300-0 kill gameplay on Black Ops 2, not showing any of the footage of me attaining my score streaks, and only showing me recycling through Lodestar after Lodestar, and then popping up a leaderboard at the end. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the crucial part of getting that kind of gameplay, namely the shutout gameplay, holding down a triple cap from the start and maintaining it. So why does the gameplay, it might just be a corrupt file, I don't know, but as a result of this, I don't really regard that as legitimate. Unfortunately, I don't know, what do you guys think about that?
I think if it was legit, it doesn't matter if it's a corrupt file or not, because it's 6v6, and everyone knows 6v6 theatre always saves, even if it's a host migration, it always cuts it up into 2 different videos in the theatre on Black Ops 2. So even he could have just gone back, re-recorded it, and then posted it up. Then he didn't have to use that actual footage that because it wasn't a live com, it was just a video with him commentating saying, oh, this is amazing gameplay, blah blah. So there's ways around it. I just think he's just trying to bullshit everyone and do it for views, to be honest.
I'm positive the full team lives as well at the same time, like why he cuts out, because I can't remember them actually leaving in the game, so I'm not 100% sure, but like, it could just be a bunch of his friends who haven't kept the flag there, ran and got it, then carried it on once they've left.
Yeah, I mean, that's what that's something that's really, really like special with the 200 to 1 gameplay that we got the other day as well. I mean, just to reiterate as well, guys, these 3 gameplays were within the same day, and I believe we got this 200 to 2 game, just the 3 of us, pissing around, may I add. I mean, I was running around, I think it might be my gameplay, I don't know if Karl or Leo wants to upload their gameplay separately as well. We'll talk this out in a different, we'll sort this out privately, but I was running around with a pistol, a 5.7 and an S12. I mean, I think it was only around 4 minutes of the actual gameplay or something around that time that Leon actually mentioned, you do know what gameplay we're on for here. And I remember thinking, oh, well, I've got this triple cap title, maybe Karl hasn't. And then he said, no, I'm not on about that. I'm on about the 200 to 0. And then that's where we start to realise, oh no, we're actually in for a chance. But, you know, it's the problem that we were having was with the C to A spawn. It's the C spawn, am I correct in thinking that's the runway spawn?
No, that's A flag, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh, cock. Yeah, the runway to the other spawn is that we're having because, as you've probably seen in the 200 to 1, Karl gets that amazing C4 start. I mean, that was what we've been trying to get, and to some extent lobby surf. Even though it only took us like five games, I was expecting to be playing all night, backing in and out of games just to get a perfect start for that gameplay. But I mean, the start is crucial, and when you're in this 202 gameplay that you're seeing, when you end up with the second round having to rush to the C flag, there's more chance of you messing up, if that makes sense, because we tried all sorts in combat training, practicing with wallbangs, LMGs, M8A1s. I think Dale had a decent... We tried it, I think we achieved it once, where Dale got like a triple spray with an M8A1 or something along those lines. And it's just really difficult because, yeah, that's the problem with it. I can't see it happening on any other map. Yeah, I can't see it happening on any other map, and you just need to have a perfect start both rounds, and that's even before you actually go through the process of maintaining the triple cap, which is difficult in and of itself with the random spawns and things. So
that's the only reason I don't think it's ever going to be done on any other map, because on any other map there's no way to shoot the other spawn apart from studio or firing range. Do you know what I mean? So if anyone, the only way anyone's ever going to break on any other map is if they're playing complete retards with no thumbs that don't know how to move or cap a flag. So that's the only way I think it's ever going to get beaten. But
yeah, I mean, I just thought it's when you actually suggested, Karl, that it's never been done, I thought surely it's been done. But the more we thought about it, and the more we realised how difficult of a task it is to achieve this shutout. I mean, it's been achieved on Black Ops 1, but they didn't have the halfway split. And it's as if Black Ops 2, it's as if Treyarch have initiated something whereby they make it difficult for you to achieve these sort of, you know, flawless gameplays, because again, half times you switch sides, one side might be better than the other. That's why they've tried to make it fairer, and that's what we were having trouble with. Again, like, was it nades and kill streaks? There's like a delay on it, so you can't call it in straight away. So it's not like you can just noob tube or what is it, War Machine or something?
Yeah, War Machine, yeah.
So, you know, so it really is difficult. You need to basically, I wouldn't say it's a case of skill, it's more a case of luck. Like, you need to be playing against lazy players that don't want to play, or literally one or two people on an enemy team who are AFK or something.
I think if you didn't have your cap 40 on, you might have got there with a combat knife and been able to see for them, but you'd still push trying to be able to do it. But that's only because there was the two people capping it that you actually had the chance of being able to do that. Like the cap 40 slowed you down, didn't you?
Yeah. But it was an interesting night, because I believe, I've got a screenshot here, guys. I believe we got this 200 to 2 gameplay. I believe we got this at 4:36, so it's half 4 in the morning. Wednesday the 17th of April, half 4 in the morning. Leon at this point had probably been on between 24 and 40 hours sleep deprived. And then I believe the 200 to 1. We got the game actually before the 200 to 1. It's worth noting we actually managed to pull off a 200 to 4, and that was really not really giving a shit, because we were striving towards the 200 to 0 as well. And the very next game we managed to get this 200 to 1, and I believe that was around 8 o'clock. Again, same day. So technically you could say it was 3 world records, uploadable to YouTube, may I add, in the same day.
Yeah.
So
that 204 gameplay was quite unlucky as well, because I hit that triple C4 just a fraction too late, and they just managed to cap the flag before I could get the C4 off, which was a bit of a shit. So we could have got it that game as well, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, is it something, guys? We might as well be. Well, the video will have probably run out in terms of the gameplay, but I suppose we could end on this question, guys. Do you think it's going to be beat, and do you think we'll strive towards to get this 200-0? Do you think it's possible?
I don't reckon it'll get beat anytime soon, but I reckon if we get the same team together and try and go for the shutout, I think it's definitely possible. Definitely.
Easily possible to do, but it just depends how many people's going to actually try and do it to whether it'll get beat or not.
Yeah, I mean, we just need a disciplined start. The start is key to it all. I mean, actually maintaining the triple cap isn't that difficult, but again, it's not a case of skill, it's more of a case of luck, and it's not like before the game you get a little message that pops up that says, this is the game, seize the opportunity. It's that you don't get that privilege, do you? You know what I mean?
True that.
So you just have to execute it when you get the chance, and like with that 200-1 gameplay that Karl got, with the C4, we knew we were in with a shout. So, thankfully we seized the opportunity. There were a few clutch moments. But
not mentioning any names. Benty do Bam!
But yeah, I mean, this is interesting. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed these gameplays that we managed to pull off. Do you know one thing? I'll end on this, guys, if you guys want to end on something yourself, but one thing I will point is, I'm really surprised that no one has brought this type of gameplay to the YouTube community yet. It seems like a niche which hasn't really been pursued. It's
been done a lot on other Call of Duties, but not this one, just because it's hard to actually get the start flags with everyone going for it to get the start for the score streaks, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So you...
Go on.
I was going to ask, do you guys remember, I suppose I should have looked through the gameplay, but do you guys remember if you were actually using score streaks in this gameplay, this 200-2?
I think he had UAV counter V set on, so it will have been non-lethal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used non-lethals as well, because we were only messing about, weren't we? So we wouldn't have been on the streets.
I'm really surprised we got that game. I mean, in all seriousness, let's not sugarcoat anything. The people we were playing clearly were lazy and didn't want to play the objective. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can't remember if they were just snipers, but yeah, 3 people, 200-2, the second quickest domination game on YouTube, legitimate. Yeah, I think that's an achievement.
It is an achievement. The thing is, I think as well, it's very looked upon as in not very good, you could say, because this game it seems to be like revolved around the kills, and the objective, it sort of goes out the window. Even though it's meant to be an objective-based game, I think this record is going to be somewhat overlooked and underrated to the actual amount of effort and stuff we had to put in due to roles and stuff. Like the 201 gameplay, we all had our roles. Like there was me and Leon in C flag, tacking up there, getting them off there. You got Benty and Harry, I think it was, up by the A flag, hanging around the wood, the 2-story wood building, and like you obviously doing other roles like the wall bangs off C, and especially through A, through that castle with everyone else like Dale, you, and I want to say Buck, maybe. Buck. Yeah, yep. And obviously we had different roles from the start and throughout the game, like C4s and stuff. So it's all very team based. This record, and there's no like individual saying, "Oh, you got 400 kills in a game" or whatever, and then one person sort of takes the whole credit for the game. It's very team based.
Yeah.
Team-based record, and everyone should get the credit for it, to be honest. But whether it gets overlooked or not is a different matter.
Yeah, I mean that's an important thing you brought up there, Karl, because it's like, you know, the team-based, like no one gave a toss about what the score was at the end of the game. I cannot honestly tell you where I finished in that 200-1. I assume I finished top in this game. I assume most.
You finished top with the one with us 3.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, the point is no one cares. That is essentially what Call of Duty should be. It's the team-orientated emphasis, and it's just, I don't know about you guys, but it's probably the most exciting game I've ever played in this game.
It was really good fun, yeah.
Yeah, and especially near the end with the moments of clutch and stuff, it was just, the COD shakes made a return. I've not had those. Like the other night, the same night when I got that S12 nuclear, I had that as well, but I've not had the same feeling back then when I had in Modern Warfare 3 with mobs, and it's just, doing something like that was really exciting, guys.
It was good. It was good fun.
I'd like to see a lot more people try and do it as well, because even if they don't get the shutout, it's still nice to see who can get what score on each map. Something different, rather than everyone hoarding kill streaks and sitting back camping with this full team.
It's weird for me to say, but I hope it does get broken by someone, to be honest. I want someone to get the 200-0, even if it's not us or whatever, because it'll be something to go for again, do you know what I mean? So we can sort of get on their level, as you could say. I don't know. But
yeah. To be honest, I think we can do it. It's just a case of who does it first. Because we seem to have a bit of a, like you said before, we seem to have some sort of structure, some sort of formation down, which works quite consistently. I mean, we've got the 200 to 1, we've got the 200 to 2, we've got the 200 to 4. We know what we're doing. It's just a case of implementing it and executing it when the time comes. So you never know. Hopefully, you guys will be seeing a 200 to 0 and probably a 6-man commentary.
That'll be mayhem.
But in saying it's the quickest, well, the second quickest this gameplay, and the 200 to 1 is the quickest domination gameplay, this is probably one of the longest commentaries on YouTube for it.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to wrap it up now then?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Who wants to do the honours? I'm just going to sit back and masturbate.
I'll do it then. Yeah, so anyway, guys, all the relative links to everybody's channel, well, it's only R3 in the video. It will be in the links in the description, I guess. It'll be going up on mine and Bentley's. I don't know if Leon's going to be bothering going to upload it, but it will be on...
Eventually.
Eventually, when it gets around to it. It will be on 2 channels, so my subscribers, make sure to like the shit out of it. Bentley's subscribers, do the same to that. And if you're new, subscribe, I guess, and check each other out. So... yeah, that's about it, I think. So I don't know if you two want to say goodbye or get your dicks out or whatever. So you carry on.
Mine's already out too.
Alright, Sam. So yeah, that'll be. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one, I guess.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Seriously, my dick is out. I'm not actually wearing pants.
Oh wow, that's disgusting.